Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Jared Muller, and I welcome you back to my amazing, wonderful, fantastical kitchen. I'll hold for the applause, don't worry. Nothing? Really? Fine! Okay. Guess we'll get to work then. Pizza, the Italian frisbee. Everyone's favorite pastime. No, it's not. It's everyone's favorite party food, honestly. It's convenient to buy, convenient to deliver. Is it easy to make? Well, I'm going to tell you a secret that Big Pizza doesn't want you to know. But sometimes it's actually cheaper to make your own pizza than to buy from the retail stores or chain brands or any pizzeria, really. They might cut my head off with a pizza slicer if I tell you this, but it's true. And I'm gonna show you how. It's really simple. So I got this topic idea from a friend of mine who I have not seen in many years. Although I did see their attempt to try to make a pizza, and it did not work out well. That poor pizza. May I rest in pizza. Thank you for the idea, even though you didn't know you gave it to me. I'm not gonna say her name for privacy reasons, but here is an artist's interpretation of her. And here's a better artist's interpretation of her. Here's one I just dug up. I drew this in junior high, I think. Maybe 7th, 8th grade. Man, I really improved as an artist, haven't I? Look at that. Anyway, this is dedicated to you. And if you don't want it to be, well then, I guess it's not. Don't take that honor. Fine. That's on you. If you even know who you are. Not that good at the art, I guess. I guess you couldn't tell by the pictures. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay. I'm doing this for fun. Frankly, I don't care. Do what you will. If you and your family are seeing this and you can tell it's you, congratulations. You're a superstar. If not, then I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while. Your standard cheese pizza is made of 3 primary parts: the dough, the pizza sauce, and the cheese. If you have any of these 3 ingredients and combine them together in the proper way, you can get a fully fledged, adult, grown-up pizza. Now, you might be asking me, you were going to tell me some math. You were going to tell me all these prices, and I can't see them. They are blurry. Please, dear students, I know what I'm doing. Now, the pizza dough we're using today is made up primarily of flour, sugar, salt, yeast, olive oil, and water in various different increments. Now, your average 5-pound bag of flour costs anywhere between $1.97 and $2.38. Sugar for 4-pound bag, $3.12. 26-ounce canister of salt, 84 cents to $1.77. Yeast, you can get 3 packets for $1.88. Olive oil is a little more pricier for 17-ounce bottles, around $6.12. And water, if you can't make it from scratch, ranges anywhere from free to, let's say, how much your water bill costs. Prices obviously vary for different brands, different stores. This is like the Walmart price. This is the ShopRite price. The state you live in may also determine how much each ingredient costs. For about a single can of pizza sauce, that's about $2.44. And for a single bag of cheese, it's $1.97. There's also some optional ingredients we can add in that most pizza lovers like. There's some garlic powder, oregano, and some dried basil leaves, each ranging about $1.08 for each individual item here. Now you may be asking me, Jared, why on earth would I buy a 5-pound bag of flour just for a single pizza? How is that cheaper than buying a pizza? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Listen, the trick is you don't need 5 pounds of flour for a pizza. But if you get a big, large 5-pound bag of flour, you have enough not just for one pizza, but for many pizzas. Same goes for most of this stuff. You need 1 yeast packet, but they come in 3s. If you buy all this stuff on the board here, you can have enough to make a minimum 3 large pizzas. You may need some extra cheese, because 1 bag of cheese is enough for 1 pizza. So multiply the cheese number here by 3, add it to your pizza sauce can, which would be roughly 3 to 4, maybe even 5 pizzas if you can squeeze it right. And all of this plus this will equal a nice 3 pizzas from scratch, all for the nice retail price of $21.58. All for this. That's with the extras. Without the optional garlic powder, oregano, basil leaves, it's $18.34. That's not too shabby. Let's compare it to some of the other brands here. Now, Papa John's, a large pizza with delivery and tax before tip is $24.18. Domino's, on the other hand, they're having a sale at the moment, so there's a little cheaper. But before tip and after delivery and tax is $20.77. Even the mighty Beach Titan from Ocean City, New Jersey, Mac and Manco, or I suppose they're Manco and Manco these days, is $25.75. This isn't even delivery or tax or tip or anything, because to my knowledge, they don't do delivery. So factoring in all of these prices here, $18.34 is not bad. $21.58 is nothing to sneeze at when that can get you a quality 3 pizza. If it's $21.58 for all of this with 1 bag of cheese, if I add 2 more bags of cheese, that is going to give me a total of $25.52. A nice symmetrical number. If I take out $3.24 out of all this stuff here, your grand total is going to be $22.28. So 3 pizzas at the price of $25.52. Again, bargain price here. And you have enough to make more if you have like flour and sugar. You have enough to make more later. And again, flour, sugar, salt, olive oil, all this stuff, you'll have more to make, not just pizza, but so many other like things. You can bake so many more things with that. There's bread, primarily, and cake, and donuts, and pancakes, and pretzels, I'm sure. Or again, just more pizza. The math checks out. Look at this. Look at that. And with all of that out of the way, let's cut back to the kitchen. So this is a really quick rise pizza dough recipe. This is not the New Jersey style way to do it. I'm going to show you how to do that later. So for this recipe, grab a bowl or a standing mixer and add 1 cup of flour. Add a single packet of yeast, doesn't matter which kind it is, active rise or instant. 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And then 1/4 teaspoon of both garlic powder and basil. Mix those up with a fork, combining well. Next, we're going to take 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a pizza maker's best friend, by the way, and 3/4 cup of warmish water. Mix it with a fork or your standing mixer with a hook attachment. And then slowly as needed, combine between a cup and 1 1/3 cups of flour. This is why we wait to combine, because parts of it are too dry to use now. And like it's combining to itself, it's like flaky now. Till eventually you get an unforgiving crust like this. We're working with what we have today. Next, what you're going to do is place it in a greasy bowl full of olive oil. And this one is quick, so you're going to let it rise for at least half an hour. Minimum. We are going to do it for potentially an hour, but this is going to rise for half an hour. Make sure you cover it and set it aside. Don't make any stomping motions while doing so. Pizza sauce. Should I make it or should I buy it? For the quick and simple pizza we're going for, you should definitely buy some. They range in many different values, prices, quantities, tastes, textures, literally everything. But there's one in particular that stands out above the rest. Now, rumor has it that New Jersey has the best pizza dough. And it's true. We'll talk about that next week. But New Jersey has one of, if not the best, pizza sauces in the entire continent of North America, if not the planet of the world. Man, oh man, New Jersey really does have the number one pizza ingredients, don't we? Bam! Don Pepino, baby! This homegrown, hometown classic is ranked as, at least from what I've seen, number one in a lot of polls for canned pizza sauce. This is by far a New Jersey classic, a New Jersey favorite. This is New Jersey. As you can see by the label, it says Jersey Fresh. This Donald Pepino homegrown hometown classic is quite literally, I'm about to dox my location again, a true hometown hero. I live in the vicinity of the Don Pepino packing plant, and every summer at the end of August, it is the most glorious smell that you could think of. I remember those warm summer evenings in a late August afternoon, and swimming in the pool with my family and my friends, and having a wonderful time. And blowing across the breeze is the immaculate smell of the Don Pepino packing plant. Pizza sauce, the smell is in the air. It always brings me back to simpler times. It always made us hungry for pizza. Hungry, craving for more, and it's such a nostalgic smell, it's such a nostalgic evening. There's nothing more New Jerseyan looks forward to that signifies the end of summer and Don Pepino pizza sauce in the air. It's a shame I think it's an average taste. For as much as I adore the smell of Don Pepino pizza sauce, the taste for me, it's about average. It's alright, it's pretty good. The Don is not going to be happy when he hears about this, but it's just my opinion. Other pizza sauces are available, this is what we have today, and I would be a New Jersey trader if I didn't use this. So, however, that being said, the smell, like I said, is immaculate. Don Pepino, if you're listening to this and want to sponsor me, I will definitely give you a better review. But more importantly, if you decide to do like a collaboration with Yankee Candle, I would 100% get behind that. I would love this in candle form. Forget the boardwalk, forget the smell of the ocean, the funnel cake, the saltwater taffy, forget all of that. The smell of South Jersey is Don Pepino pizza sauce. This is the smell of a South Jersey summer to me, and that is what I have to say on that. In quick pizza making, any kind of cheese will do in a pinch. Now, most stores carry an 8-ounce bag of cheese. That's about 2 cups in American language, and it is and 1 8-ounce bag of shredded cheese is enough for 1 large pizza. It's really cheap, it's really simple to buy, and they're everywhere. With pizza, it's always recommended to use like a mozzarella or a mozzarella blend. I, for one, use a whole milk mozzarella because that is what most pizza makers use as mozzarella, and the whole milk is what gets it that somewhat ooey gooey cheese pizza quality that you're looking for. Any other cheese can work, really. Because we're making a quick pizza, this is exactly what we have on hand, so that's exactly what we're going to use. All that's left really is to combine our ingredients, and we'll have a pizza. Let's get to it. So I actually went and remade the dough here. It's nice and moist, it's done properly. What do we do next? We need to degas this and roll it out. Now I must, ooh, look at that. Now I must apologize, this pizza dough can be kind of unforgiving. Like if there's a hole in it, it is pretty much done for. I might not even need to roll this, most likely. Not too shabby looking, huh? Now here's the tricky part. If you have a pizza stone or a pizza mesh, something circular, fantastic. I have those, but I'm not going to use them because I'm going to save them for another time. The idea is to keep things cheap. And what people normally have is a baking sheet and a parchment paper here. So I'm going to gently peel this off and transfer this over here. And this pizza might be too big. Oh no! Hold that thought. So I just went outside and sprayed my my pizza grate here, whatever, with some non-stick cooking spray so it doesn't get stuck to the mesh. This has happened too many times to count. Twice. So I'm gonna, instead of this amazing parchment, if you're doing a small pizza, parchment paper and a pan here is perfectly fine. But considering this is so... Wow, okay. I did... Wow, okay. Uh-oh, yep, see, there's the holes. There's the holes I'm talking about. See, it's so thin now, once these holes start forming, it's impossible. It's supposed to be impossible with this every time I've made it, to, like, reform it. So you need to be gentle and careful, make sure you know what you're doing the first time. This is gonna be like the thinnest pizza. Look, you can see right through it. Oh, no. Can I, like... I'm gonna try. I'm gonna cross my fingers and try and hopefully reshape it. This has always been unforgiving in the past, so this be really embarrassing. Well, if I can't get this. Please, 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 please. Okay, we're getting there. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. Oh my goodness, that looks so much better. Okay. I'm gonna try and stretch this out across my pizza mesh. Look at that. This is actually the best this has ever looked. Thank you, God, for that. It's actually stretching like a pizza dough is supposed to. My goodness. You know what? Close enough. Look at that. That's not bad looking. Look at this. I think I fixed it. What we're gonna do now is poke it with a fork all around, so it doesn't gas up on us in the middle of cooking. Aerate it. Let me just, yeah, this would have worked a little bit. It would have been hanging off the edges, but whatever. Now we're gonna take our aromatic pizza sauce, open her up. Again, it's not bad, but it's just, to me, it's kind of average, like I said. Anyway, take that and a spoon or something. And just start spinning. Little swirls and spirals. It's very liquidy. But see, the goal here is to make sure it's not too thick and not too thin. Too thin, you're going to have a dry pizza. Too thick, you're going to have a soggy pizza. And it's going to be a mess coming out of the oven. Just strike a nice balance. And then we're going to use the whole bag of mozzarella cheese. Right in the center. Spread it around. Compact it a little bit. It might be a little too saucy now, but we will see. Now, one thing you can do is like put some butter around the edges, like garlic butter or something like that. I don't have time for that today, so... And again, that wasn't part of the recipe that we're using to keep it as cheap, quick, and simple as possible. So now we just shove this in the oven for 10 minutes at 500 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's pretty much it. In the oven it goes. There it is. Oh my goodness, look at that. Get a load of this. Look at that golden orange, like the face of the sun pizza. Holy cow. That's not bad for like 45 to 60 minutes worth of work. Not too shabby indeed. Let's see the undercarriage. Oh, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's not burnt. Look at that. That actually looks really good. I told you this would come in handy. Oh my goodness, this is like the perfect looking pizza. I just got, here, come on. Work for your Jared. Aha. This is like that cheese pizza from Home Alone 2. Holy cow. Now, before we bite into this thing, we need to dash it off with pizza seasoning, otherwise known as oregano. Gives a little color, and this is like the flavor of pizza. Again, that doesn't look too shabby for like 45 minutes to like an hour's worth of work. You know, half that time was just waiting for the pizza to rise. Turning it from 1 slice of pizza into 8 slices of pizza. All right, here we go. I'm about to burn the roof of my mouth. But first off, look at this. Look at this. And oh, the bottom's perfect too. Very warm. Very cheesy. That is actually really, really good pizza here. Now the question is this better than the stores we were talking about? For what this pizza is, I'd say yes. For like the modern retail brands. Most pizzerias that are actually like good quality pizzerias, like Mac and Manco or but that's Boardwalk Pizza, that doesn't count. That's like the pinnacle of pizzas. The ones that aren't Domino's, Pizza Hut, and Papa John's. This beats Papa John's and Domino's and Pizza Hut. No questions asked. Price-wise, it was really good. We didn't have to pay delivery fees, we didn't have to pay tax, we didn't have to tip anybody. But here's a tip for you. You should try this pizza. If you don't want to mess and you don't have the time to spend an hour making a pizza, by all means order it. But if you don't want those hidden fees and you have the ingredients on hand, because again, they're pretty common ingredients, most of them anyway, make your own pizza. It's a really simple process. It's really easy. It's delicious, and frankly, it's worth it. I've been Jared with For the Love of Jared. Thank you for joining me on this pizza excursion. I want to apologize to my friend who I said the video was for. I forgot how hard it is to make a pizza with the with the dough, and like, because I didn't have the spatula, it's the transferring, which was her issue as well. So I apologize for that. Hopefully whoever finds this can make great pizzas just like this. You know, results may vary, depends on your ingredients, quality of them, how much sauce and cheese you put on, how high your oven is. Speaking of, I gotta turn my oven off. So I'll see you next week when we're gonna make a quality New Jersey style pizza. Now this looks like a quality New Jersey style pizza, but the next week we're gonna take our time with it. It's gonna be amazing, and we're gonna make our own sauce, our own dough, another dough actually, and shred our own cheese. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I have. And I'll see you guys next time. For the love of Jared, that is so good. Bye. And Don Pepino pizza sauce in the air. It's a shame I think it's an average taste. For as much as I adore the smell of Don Pepino pizza sauce, the taste for me, it's about average. The Don will not be pleased.